What is going on, guys? My name is Halvy, and today I'm going to be bringing you a class setup video. I'm kind of going through my different favorite classes and why I have them set the way that I have them. That one's not finished, but yeah. So pretty much I'm also level 50 now, maxed out level 50, so I'm ready to prestige. So I figure I will show you guys my prestige after I show you my class setup, because I'm getting rid of my nice little classes here as I prestige. So we'll get right into it. My main class, one that I use the most, is this custom one, Val 27, and it's using this custom skin that I got with the pre-order. I like this gun because it is an assault rifle, has good damage, but it has a high rate of fire, so it's good for any of your close range engagements. Has a relatively decent sized clip, and it works really well. And so what I rock with it, because the iron sights are actually really easy to see with. It's just a little line. I use the foregrip, stock, and quick draw grip. This allows me to maximize my mobility, because in this game, that is what is the most essential thing, is mobility and how fast you're able to get around. The amount of times that I will, see somebody and then literally jump jet past them, turn around and shoot them, it's ridiculous, and I love doing that. And so, mobility is a key. You want to be able to move while you're strafing. That's probably the number one thing. If I had to choose one of these, I would choose stock. Stock is utmost importance. Foregrip is pretty nice too, because you want to be able to stay stable when you're shooting, especially longer distance. And quick draw grip, I just love quick draw. It makes me feel faster and more on point. I rock the R1 Radiance, which comes with a target enhancer, but that pistol sniper is a really great last-ditch weapon. I like it a lot better than any of the other pistols. I run lightweight for perk 1. Oftentimes, if I'm deciding not to run lightweight, I'll run low profile to get rid of UAVs, and then flak jacket if I'm playing domination. But other than that, actually, honestly, in this game, you don't have to worry as much about grenades, because you can dodge them pretty easily. But yeah, I don't really run a secondary perk for this class. Sometimes I'll run gun ho, but most of the time I'm not really. I'd rather take that extra slot by getting my primary gunfighter as well as perk 3 double, because I love toughness. It's fantastic. And you also definitely need scavenger, because you run out of ammo really fast, which is supposedly because there's two types of reloads. You can reload the normal way, which does what it normally does, but if you double tap X, you'll apparently reload a lot faster, but get rid of the whole clip instead of saving the ammo that's already in there. Which obviously, it helps to have a quicker reload. So I just run scavenger because it's nice, don't have to worry as much. And then I run toughness. Blast suppressor is a really solid thing to run, and I don't have it set up right now, but I'll set it up for you guys. But I have a silence class that I use, on my assassin class, and I always have blast suppressor on that, because every time you jump, you have a little ping on the minimap, on the enemy's minimap, and that's crazy. I don't run a first score. I don't run 3 score streaks, so that way I can have 2 doubled up things. I run the UAV at 550 with speed as well as extra time, and then I run the aerial. Oh, this is my free for all score streak setup, by the way. But anyways, you run the UAV. And for free-for-all, I run the aerial assault drone, have it AI and follow me. But we'll actually go ahead and get rid of that, and I will change this for what I normally do for TDM or, say, domination or something like that. I'll bring in the paladin, give it, let's see here, extra time, extra flare, and 100mm cannon, so it makes it the 1550. And then my second score streak, I'll typically make something like, I'll either do UAV just so I can get that up, or I'll run something like bombing run, which is a really nice strafe run, kill streak to help get me on that, closer to that spree for my paladin. Yeah, that's about it. Exo shield, obviously, I run non-stop, and I don't really care to use my exo launcher just because I find myself being too hasty with it anyways, and it's hard for me to get kills with explosives in this one. So this is my main class. This is what I run and gun with for the most part. Secondary class, I copied it. Secondary class, I haven't been doing much with it. This is what I've been using to change around and test different guns. AK-12 is a great gun. HP3R is a great gun. Or HBRA3, but I haven't really been able to decide between the both of them. I'll show you guys what I'm going to run for my silence class. So this is a Val 27 223 variant. What it does, it reduces the damage but increases the fire rate and range, so it makes it a little bit more like an SMG. So I'm going to go ahead, run this one with foregrip, with suppressor, and let's see here. Let me just get rid of this. We'll get rid of that for now, and then we will add the primary gunfighter. Get rid of this. There we go, and add on there. Where is it? Stock. Right here. All right, so that's what I run for my silence. And then what I like to do, keep low profile on there because you don't want to be seen obviously by the UAVs. Put lightweight on there. Change that out for either cold-blooded or blind eye. I like cold-blooded because you don't show up when you look at the people. It doesn't change their thing, so that's a really nice perk to have. And then as well as that, you run blast suppressor. I'll typically keep the exo shield on there, but in this case, it makes it difficult with this. So what I choose, I would actually rather have the exo shield than have a secondary. So I'll get rid of my secondary, have the exo shield, keep 2 score streaks, and then keep the primary gunfighter and the single perk tier doubled up. So, and then combat knife, you know, if you're an assassin, you gotta have a combat knife. Who doesn't love slitting the throats? That's really morbid. Okay, so custom 3 IMR. This is probably my favorite class to use for my high score streak games, domination, stuff like that. I run the IMR. I don't have any variants of it unlocked yet, but IMR, foregrip, red dot, and stock. The standard scope is okay. I just prefer to have it with the foregrip because I typically do, red dot sight because I typically do a little bit longer range, and it doesn't really need the quick draw as much. I run lightweight, gung-ho, and toughness, just because it works. You don't need scavenger, so I don't need to double up on perk 3, and I don't feel the need too much because I'm not using a silencer or anything like that. The only other thing that I would typically change would be adding this, getting rid of gung-ho, and adding blast suppressor, just because that, you know, or hardline, one of those things for my streaks. I'll go ahead and just do that for right now. And then what I would do is just get rid of a score streak in general. Typically, I'll get rid of the UAV because enough people use it. And also, UAVs really aren't even that necessary because so many people jump around and don't use blast suppressor, like I am not, for example. I typically will use it in my favor if I'm jumping around. You know, I'll just anticipate that people are going to be running to me, but that's what works. And then I'll use bombing run paladin. I find like those are the 2 nice ones to have. Yeah, so that's my kind of big game one. Then I have 2 sniper classes. So this is the Atlas 20mm. This thing is a beast. This is a semi-automatic, kind of like your Barrett, except it's more like a tank turret in your arms. As you can see, you have to mount it on your shoulder for it to actually work. This thing is ridiculous, but it is nigh on impossible to run around with unless you have fast hands. It takes so long to switch to your secondary. By the way, this gun sucks ass. Don't use it. I'm gonna switch this over to MP44-3 Grok just because it's so much more difficult to use this gun, because this is kind of like the B23R from Black Ops 2. It's a burst gun. Anyways, this thing's a tank. You almost will never ever get a hit marker with it. Unless you hit someone's like hand, it will kill them in 1 shot. So it's got 19 damage, as you can see. It's redonk. So that thing is a fantastic feed weapon. I've got a collateral with that already. Run stock and ballistic CPU on it because I can. And that's about it. Fast hands, toughness, because you don't want sway on when you're sniping. And then I'll use lightweight and low profile. Sometimes I'll get rid of the low profile because this thing makes a lot of noise anyways. And I do run my UAV on this class just because for me it's a little bit harder with the sniping to get the high score streaks. I always run lightweight though just because mobility is so key. So run low profile, or in some circumstances I will run the perk 3 toughness plus hardline, or toughness plus blast suppressor. And always, as always, the exo ability of exo shield. So yes, and then my final class, which I use the most, is the Moore's Lullaby because it's orange and I love the color orange. Comes with a ballistic CPU, so that's nice. And I use stock as well when I like to strafe shot. I will use the same pretty much setup, lightweight, low profile. The difference between these two though is in this one I have fast hands because it's necessary, and this one I don't because it's not really necessary when you're switching to a pistol. So I save that. I keep my Radiance sniper pistol. Use exo shield spike drone because I like to go for random shots that'll probably never ever hit, as do most people. And then perk 3 of toughness. And that's that one. It's pretty self-explanatory. 4, 6, and 950. I don't really upgrade those very much, just to make them easier to get to with the sniper rifle. But yeah, that's my class setup, guys. Hopefully, was able to help shed some insight on some of the good picks to have and why I pick them. And with that, we'll go ahead and prestige, yo. Give me this Scorpio. Give it to me. Oh shoot! Oh no! I thought I had time. Okay. Well, this is I'm really good with the Bell 27. I can use that for now. I don't need a secondary. Exo ability already comes with the best one. Exo launcher, I'd like the spike drone, but I never really use it. Wild cards, don't need it. Perk 1. Nope, don't need any of those. I'm not gonna get the sniper rifle until way later, so don't need that. Blast suppressor or scavenger, that might be the one that I want to get, but that's 35. And scorestreak, so I don't care. Well, that makes it easier. Scavenger for Bal 27. Yeah. We'll go ahead and go with that. Do I though? Do I? Oh, I guess I don't have my Moors. Oh, level 8. So yeah, I don't need that. I do want my... No, yeah, we'll do that, guys. Alright! Impulses. Scavenger, yes, permanently. Done! I am now a member of the Scorpio clan. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment down below. I hope you guys are going to be enjoying this constant, awesome... What? That looks fantastic. Oh, yes! I got a sick-looking helmet now, too. That's fantastic. Ooh! A lot of recon cool things. These shin guards look nice. And so does that. Alright, anyways, guys. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below. Hope you guys enjoy. I just am repeating everything I already said because it's just what I do. Be sure to follow me on Twitch if you haven't, and Twitter if you haven't already. It's Halvy. And, yeah, if you guys enjoyed these once-a-day videos and live streams occasionally, then please continue to show your support. I love your faces. Stay beautiful, fantastic freaking day, and we'll see you later.